Hello everybody, my name is Tom. This is my quick and dirty Shutterfest 101 video. Let me get the legalese out of the way that I am not affiliated with Shutterfest. It's not endorsed by Shutterfest. I am nothing more than an attendee sharing knowledge. So take it for what you will. Um, it's just my thoughts and observations. Last year, I was a first year attendee. Going back again, I bought my tickets for the second year, my second year before the first year was even over. It tells you how good an event this is. You'll wind up doing the same. So keep an eye out for that email during the event. Um, you are about to experience something truly unique and unlike any other. I've done classes at the community college. I've done photo trips. I've done photo classes. Some of the local shops have shoots set up that you can get in on, and so on and so forth. It just literally pales in comparison to Shutterfest. Um, trying to describe Shutterfest to you is very difficult. It's roughly the equivalent of trying to describe a rainbow to a blind person or to somebody who's never seen a rainbow. I mean, you just have to experience it to fully understand what it is. When I signed up for it, I'm like, oh, good, more classes, yay! It's it'll blow away your expectations. So, be prepared. Be prepared to be overwhelmed. There is a lot of people. There's usually around 2,500 photographers, I think it is, and several hundred models, all shooting, all creating content, all networking, having fun, and partying. Um, like I said, it is truly unique and unlike any other. Welcome. You'll be hooked. So be prepared. Like one of the things is on Facebook. If this is your first time, make sure you join the newbie group. It's run by some very great individuals that will do everything they can to help you. They also set up some shoots for the newbies to help them get them acclimated into everything. First opportunity to network, and I would recommend going to them. Last year, they had one the night before it actually kicked off, and it was a disco theme. And Union Station has a floor that's lit up, that lights up. So we had it on that. It was got some great shots. It was a lot of fun. Definitely recommend attending them if you can. There's going to be a lot of opportunities to shoot a lot of pictures over the course of this event. Be prepared. You may feel overwhelmed, especially if you're trying to keep up with all of the Facebook posts that are going to start flying around. The closer and closer to the event it gets, the more they fly. If your Facebook is anything like mine, no matter what you do, it has a mind of its own and just throws stuff at you randomly. So make sure you click on your actual Shutterfest group to try to stay up to date if that's what you want. You're going to have FOMO, fear of missing out. Get over it. You're going to miss out. People shoot almost 24/7. So for it was 3 days. Now they've added an extra day. So you'll get a lot of shots if that's what you're looking for. There's no way to attend them all. I'm local, so I don't stay at Union Station. It's only about a 15-minute drive home for me, so I was headed out one night. It's I don't know 12:30 at night, after midnight. It's like gonna go home, catch a few hours sleep, get my kids up, get them on the bus, and come back. And I counted 17 shots going on as I was walking to my vehicle. I know there's more because there's a lot of room and a lot of spaces that people go to shoot. So it can be as much as you want it to be. Um, Talk to people. Make sure you're talking to everybody. Is one of the things about Shutterfest is there's so much talent and so much knowledge that's present here. You can learn so much just by talking to people. Network. There's a lot of people with similar interests as you. With that many people, it doesn't matter what your interests are. I'll guarantee there's somebody else there with similar interests. One of the big things that you'll see over and over again is wear comfortable shoes. I cannot stress this enough. And you'd think it'd be common sense, but when I say comfortable shoes, just to let you know, I coach my son's football, baseball, basketball, teams. My family hikes national parks. I got a Cub Scout and a Boy Scout. We go on walks on. We're a very active family. I set move goals at Shutterfest. I averaged 22,000 steps a day according to my Apple Watch. Almost 100,000 for the event, and they've added a day. So I'm sure that I will wind up breaking those records. So I cannot stress there's going to be a lot of walking, a lot of standing. Comfortable footwear is of paramount importance. If you plan on not doing as much, if you're just going to, be very, very casual about it, that's fine. If you want to get the most out of it, expect to do a lot of walking in between classes. Catching up with shoots, going here, going there, you will do a lot of walking. With the comfort aspect, it's April in the Midwest, in St. Louis. As far as clothing goes, it could be 75 degrees and sunny. It could be 10 below and with 2 foot of snow. It can go either way. When you go to pack, wait a couple days before the actual event and look and see what the forecast says. Hopefully it'll be right. Hopefully you can pack accordingly. Keep in mind that that time of the year here in the Midwest, it might be 75 degrees and sunny, but when that sun goes down, it'll drop 40, 45 degrees real quick. You hear my dogs barking. Yay, somebody's walking by. Food. The dining choices at Union Station are kind of limited. They do bring in food trucks for lunches, so you have the opportunity to purchase that. The lines do get pretty long. There is a new restaurant opening up at Union Station, so that should help some of it, but I don't know what the cuisine is going to be. I don't know pricing, etc., etc. I would recommend bringing snacks. There is one attendee who buys a microwave every year and uses it in his room to make his own food, and then gives away the microwave at the end of the event. So there's some unique individuals here. It is what you make of it. Do what you will. One of the biggest things about Shutterfest that separates it from other conferences and things like that is the Rent a Human program. That's where there's several hundred models coming in from all over that are looking to build their portfolio and network, just like you. You can go request to rent a human during the event. Buddy up with somebody, find another photographer, and you can go request a model to go take your shots and fulfill your concepts. There's also in the Shutterfest model Facebook page, there's already a lot of it's still 2.5 months to the event, and there's a lot of people already setting up concept shots. So you might browse that as well to see what kind of information is out there, to see what people are doing, see if there's anything that piques your interest. Some of them you can jump in on, some of them may already be full, some of them are space limited. It's kind of up to the organizer. If nothing else, you can throw your hat in the ring, say, hey, I'm a photographer looking for a model, this is my concept, DM me. And you'll get responses. During Shutterfest hours, while the classes are on, the models are all reserved for the Rent a Human program. After hours, you can make your own arrangements. It is up to them. Some do, some don't. Some shoot literally 24/7 for 2 or 3 days. They'll shoot before the event, after the event, the days leading up to, the days after, depending on what their availability is. It's all up to them and you to set that up. That is not affiliated or endorsed by Shutterfest, so keep that in mind. Also, there's a lot of places in Union Station to shoot. There's also a lot of people that will set up shots outside at the Arch, at Forest Park. There were some last year. There's some at the Arch, some at the City Museum, at the Graffiti Wall. If you're not familiar with St. Louis Graffiti Wall, it is a 2-mile stretch of flood retaining wall that every year there's a big festival where they go down and they graffiti it. So there's a lot of interest in using that as a backdrop. I plan on later going down and just driving along and videoing it and then posting that video as well, so people can kind of get an indication of what's where on the wall, so they don't have to spend so much time exploring, um, just because you may run out of time otherwise. With the Rent a Human program, keep in mind that these models are here for free. They are doing it to build their portfolio. They are doing it to network. Make sure you're thanking them. Make sure you're sending them images. Like I said, last year was my first year. It was also the first year that they did the contest for submitted images. After the event, there's a page where you can submit all the images directly to the model. You can also get their contact information. They'll have placards provided by Shutterfest that gives their name and all their contact details, so you can network that way. But make sure you're getting them your images. Make sure you're thanking them. This experience would not be the same without them. It is what makes Shutterfest so unique. Is we do have such a vast array of talent that's there for us to be able to network with and help us fill our portfolios, the same as they're trying to fill theirs. For the Rent a Human program, it does require 2 people to rent a human, so make sure that you're as a newbie, it's a good time to team up with somebody in the newbie group, if you will, if you want to rent a human. They will not do a one-on-one type of scenario. There's never been any issues, but we don't want to start with any. So keep that in mind. So another reason to network with somebody in a newbie group, or find somebody to talk to. Ask them if they want to go shoot. You see what I look like, come find me. I'm always ready to shoot. So talk to people. Use the Rent a Human program. That's one of the things that make Shutterfest so unique and such a worthwhile experience. And again, I can't stress how overwhelmed you're going to be with this compared to, especially if you've taken like a class here, a photo shoot there, you're in for a treat. Another thing that a lot of people ask about is equipment, batteries, memory cards, of course. One of the things I plan on doing this year that I did not do my first year is have a battery charger in my back pocket, because I believe it was Wednesday of last year, it got to the point where I had shot so much. I had 4 batteries with me and actually ran out of battery, and along with another gentleman, and we were swapping a battery back and forth at a shoot to get images. So, because we had one half-charged battery between the 2 of us out of 8 batteries. So, my plan this year is to find an outlet in the sessions, especially like in the lectures and stuff, that I can throw some quick and dirty charge on my batteries. Either that or buy a lot of batteries and have them all charged, and with a lot of battery chargers, so you can charge them up every night. Because you can run out of batteries. You can run out of memory cards. The other thing is flash sugars. There's a lot of people that bring off-camera flashes, soft boxes. It is what especially the people like me that are local. I don't have to put it on a plane, so it's a lot easier for me to bring something. Godox is the predominant choice. That's what I saw most of last year. Maybe different this year, but if you have a Godox trigger for your camera, make sure you bring it. If you don't, you might want to think about investing in one. I'd say probably 80% of what I saw last year was Godox. So having that trigger allows you to jump right in. You can set to the channel, jump right in for a few quick shots. You don't have to, and you get the same lighting as the concept creator and what they imagined. Last and not least is just be kind and courteous. Sounds common sense, but there were a few instances last year that I was kind of but there's probably 3,000 people there, so you're gonna get 1 or 2 that just you don't necessarily agree with their mentality, if you will. I did my best to always tell everybody thank you. With the models, with the Rent-A-Humans, I carried around a small bag of Ghirardelli chocolates and gave them their little bite-sized ones, and most of them were very appreciative. Ask to join if somebody's shooting. Ask to join. Don't just jump in. They've set this shot up. They've taken the time, effort, and energy to create this concept, and to get with a model, to be able to get what's in their mind in their camera. Asked to join. I did see last year somebody who would just walk up and just start shooting when without asking, without permission, and it did rub some people the wrong way, and as a result, people did not want to work with that person at all. So if you ask, um, 9 times out of 10, or even higher than that, really, they're going to say, yeah, come on. I'd say I probably asked to join in anywhere between 40 to 50 shots last year, after hour shots, and there was only one time that a guy had said, no, I don't really have time. I got to get these shots. She's got other commitments. If we had more time, absolutely, but unfortunately, I'm time constrained. I've only got her for 37 more seconds, and I got to get it. So not a big deal. So not a problem. But everybody else, again, so yeah, come on, have you got Godox? Okay, we're on channel, blah. So just ask, be kind, be courteous. Most importantly, have fun. The themes to Shutterfest are, party, shoot, socialize, and learn something. Mostly in that order. So have fun. It is what you make it. And as long as you go in with an open mind, it's very easy to enjoy yourself and have a great time. So, like I said, talk to people. If you're introverted, you need to get out of your shell and talk to people. If you can't find anybody to talk to, you see what I look like? Come find me. I'll talk to anybody. I'll talk to a mannequin in the corner. Um, enjoy. I hope to see you there. We'll shoot. We'll make some great memories together.